so much. Asante Sana. This is the Philadelphia Middle Passage Ceremony and Port Marker Project launch of Ancestral Remembrance Day. This is, as far as I know, a first in the city of Philadelphia. This effort to have a historical marker placed in the city of Philadelphia specifically for the purpose of acknowledging the Middle Passage, because slave ships carried our people directly from Africa to this river, to this port in Philadelphia, many, many times. The ship Isabella, the ship Phoebe, the ship Penelope, the ship Three Franks. The ship Isabella in 1684 landed here with a cargo of no less than 150 enslaved Africans. That was not the first time, and it would not be the last. So we are here today to commemorate the 2 million Africans who perished in the Middle Passage, but also those who survived that Middle Passage and were part of building this city and this nation. We are the descendants of those Africans, and we should celebrate ourselves. We should celebrate our ancestors, celebrate our elders, and celebrate ourselves. That's right. Give yourselves a big round. We would like the city of Philadelphia to acknowledge this by placing a historical marker at Penn's Landing. And our purpose is to gather the support of the community for this effort. We will actually make the application to the Pennsylvania Historical Commission for a marker to be placed here. Today we are celebrating with a blessing of the river, led by Baba Sekou and Nana Karantama. Sister Ia, are you coming? We also have Ron McCoy, president of ASCA, Association for the Study of Classical African, am I right? Civilization. And Sister Ia Ajua, she is Shanuti. She is from the Afrocentricity International and Malefe K. Asante Institute. Many distinguished guests and friends. We have Miss Trudy Haynes here with us today. We even have Mr. James Fortin in our audience here today. James Fortin was a powder boy on a Revolutionary War privateer at about 11, 12 years of age. Fought in the Revolutionary War, risked being taken back into captivity, and he grew up to become a wealthy sailmaker right here in Philadelphia. So we'd like to begin now with our blessing of the river.
It is an honor and a privilege for me to be here today with all this august crowd and with these very significant individuals who are going to do the libations and who are going to make us aware of what's happening here and what happened here. Because we need to show respect for, reverence for our ancestors, those who came before us. This is what ASCAT is about. We talk about our ancient African civilizations, and then we reach back, we do Sankofa, and we take the best of those practices from the past, and we try to put them into practice now. And we can never forget where we came from and who we are and the struggles we went through. A lot of people do forget that, and you can tell by the way they act. So you show that you respect your ancestors by the way you act. I'm going to introduce Sister Adjua from the Afrocentricity International, Brother Malefi Asante, Dr. Malefi Asante's organization, and it serves a great purpose. We need that, and we need all things that's going to uplift us and give us knowledge and education. So, before I do that though, I'm going to say that we're going to have libations afterwards, and Nana Karaptama and Baba Sekou Oyinka are going to do libations. They're from two different spiritual systems, but they're from African spiritual systems. One is Akan and one is Yoruba. And the purpose of libations is anytime there is a significant event, a meeting, anything of importance, those Africans back home who still remember their traditions, who still practice their traditions, who have not been so Eurocentric that they've forgotten their traditions, do libations. Libations is a form of prayer. It's a form of bringing in your ancestors and the Creator to be with you, or should I say the Creator and the ancestors to be with you and to help you do whatever it is that you want to do. So without further ado, Sister Adjua.
What's up, everyone? What's up? Peace. I'm honored to introduce our two spiritual leaders. Just want to say a little bit about who I am. I'm Shanuti E.I. Adjua, President of the Philadelphia chapter of Afrocentricity International. I'm excited to be here as the progeny of Africans who survived a tumultuous voyage to the shores of this country. While this is not the only shore upon which our ancestors were forced to embark, we stand here as witness to the strength of their spirit that allows us to inhale and exhale during this course of our mortal presence here. We have begun this day, as we should every day, giving du'as or praise to our African ancestors and elders. Ashe. This is an ancestral remembrance ceremony to acknowledge this location, Penn's Landing, as a port of forced entry for Africans during the transatlantic human trade. We are honored to venerate with a port marker the memories of what's said to be the millions of our African ancestors who died during the Middle Passage. Our African ancestors were forced to enter these lands at over 175 Middle Passage ports in 50 nations of North, South, Central America, and Europe. It is our responsibility to celebrate their existence and ability to survive in victory upon landing on these shores. Further, it is our obligation to continue the process of healing and implementing hope in our future generations. In this ancestral light, allow me to introduce two of our spiritual leaders. Nana Karantama Ayebwafo, an artistic director. Among her many activities and responsibilities, Nana Karantama Ayebwafo is the spiritual leader of the Akan tradition in North America, and she is the chief executive of Star Spirit International, based in Philadelphia and in Larteh, Ghana. She is an active performer, teacher, and healer. Nana Karantama is also both the artistic director and the unifying force behind the renaissance of the Arthur Hall Afro-American Dance Ensemble, alumni in Philadelphia, and of the Ile Ife Films and the Arthur Hall Collection in Maine. Her long association with Arthur Hall and her profound knowledge of traditional West African cultures makes her uniquely qualified to realize a renaissance on sacred ground. And clearly this is a renaissance on sacred ground. Nana entered the doors of the Ile Ife Center in North Philadelphia as a teenager and worked with Arthur Hall for many years as a singer, drummer, and dancer, and also eventually as a music director and a concert manager. She traveled with the dance ensemble on their historic tour of West Africa in 1974, where the company was received by Nana Akua Apoabea, the Akamfohene of the Akaneti Shrine in Larteh, Ghana. Nana Karantama returned to study in Larteh and became an Akamfo in 1978. She remained in Ghana for a total of 7 years of rigorous study with Nana Akamfuheni Akua Aporabea, a tutelage which would eventually stretch to over 20 years. In 1981, she was appointed the official Kamfo representative for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and in 2002, Nana Karantama became Nana Akamfuheni Karantama Ayeboafo, the spiritual head of the Akan tradition in all of North America. This is an unprecedented story. Nana Karantama is one of the first African Americans to undergo such century-old training. She has gained extensive knowledge of the Akan culture, its rites and protocols, its traditional music, song, drumming, and dance, and she is now the living representative of Nana Akamfuheni Akua Aporabea. Babalao Sekou Olayinka is our second spiritual leader. In addition to spiritual sharings in the African community, Baba Sekou is an educator at the Ijobe Shule. His claim is to educate children to be responsible handlers of power. He also says that the purpose of life is to matter, to count, to stand for something, to have and make some difference, that we lived at all. He also claims that I learn, I teach, therefore I am. Some of his favorite quotations are, it's not what you do or how you do it, it's who does it. If they like you, if the who is right, the what and the how must be right. The purpose of life is to matter, to count, to stand for something, to have it make some difference that we lived at all. He also says that success makes so many people hate you. It would be wonderful to enjoy success without seeing envy in the eyes of those around you. The best way to make the world a better place is by getting others to join in to champion a worthy cause. He states further that it's better to fail in originality than succeed in imitation. The last quote, champions are made from something they have deep inside. They have to have the skill and the will. But the will must be stronger than the skill, and that's a quote that he likes from Muhammad Ali. So without further ado, our two spiritual leaders, Nana Karantama Ayeboafo and Babalao Sekou Olayinka.
Hotep. Alafia. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up?
What's up?
Thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank Sister Denise Valentine for having the fortitude to work hard in this effort. I'd like to thank the drummers for calling all of the ancestral spirits to be with us. I'd like to acknowledge all the elders that are with us today. And thank you for holding on for us. It's a great opportunity whenever we gather, as Brother Sekou said, for a true purpose. And this is the real purpose this morning. When we remember where we came from, then we can have some way to move forward and to go forward. And luckily for us today, there are many traditional or African-based education ports that we can connect to and learn about the great contributions that our foremothers and forefathers persevered and provided for us to stand on. I'd like to pour libation this morning. I don't know why there's not a mic, but I'm going to do my best that everybody can hear what I'm saying. And I'm going to pour the libation in English so that you can all gather and hear what is being said. When you hear something that you affirm, you can say yow, or you can say ashe, or you can say well, or you can say mm-hmm. But together we're going to make this prayer and acknowledge that there is a a divine being, and that there is an earth mother who provides us with sustenance. And as we are here, we know that water is life. And as our people traveled throughout the world, they always made sure that there was water. Because again, water is life. If there's no water, then we wouldn't be here today. So it is the water that holds the secrets of the festivities as well as the horrors that humans suffered throughout time. And it is my personal hope that we can plant the seeds for us to treat each other more gingerly, with love, with harmony, because we've already made a real mess of things in terms of our inhumanity to man. And that we have the opportunity to decide to do something different. And somehow all of us bring our experience from different places, but we do have a responsibility of creating a new world for the future, for our children. So, before I begin, I'd like to ask the elders if I can in fact have this opportunity to proceed. Is anybody here 55 years old? Okay, how about 65? Is anybody 65? All right. How about 70? Anybody here 70?
No.
Yeah. How about 75?
74.
74. Is anybody here 80? So the young people that are 70 and older, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to use spirit to the spirit.
Me too. Slide over just a little bit. Okay, let's go right there. Let's go.
Oh, I go! I go! I go! Oh, Dumakuma Trediampon, the almighty, everlasting, creative spirit, the giver of life, the creator of all things. We ask that you will come and gather and watch over all of us today. We pray for the divine earth mother who has provided us with sustenance, to know that we remember you and we honor you. And we ask that you will continue to bless us. We pray for all of our dear departed ancestors who forged ahead, those that have maintained our tradition, those who were taken in bondage to come and drink, and know that all of your children and our friends and the other representatives of humanity are with us today. We ask that you will bless all the elders here. Bless our children. And help each one of us to work hard to be good examples and caretakers of them. We bless their parents who have brought them forth today. We ask you, Divine Spirit, to watch over all of our drummers, to watch over the organizers of this event. We ask you to bless those who will vend today, to give them prosperity and profits, so that they can continue to watch over their families. We ask for the divine unity that emanates from our hearts and our souls, helping us to see that, Divine Spirit, we are all truly one people. We ask that you remove the confusion from our minds. We ask you to beat down illness. Let there be harmony. Let there be inner peace. Let there be prosperity. Watch over all of our loved ones who are not present. We pray for the press, that they will know how to tell the truth. We ask you, Divine Spirit, to again bless all of the performers today. Let us find a way to truly be keepers of our culture. Let us find a way to build a new world for our children. We ask that you will bless all of our sisters and brothers who are suffering with AIDS. We ask you to bless all of those who are in infirmaries and hospitals. We pray that those sisters and brothers around the world who are ducking and dodging bullets and chaos, that you will bring some sense to their suffering. We ask that you find reasoning so that as a people, humanity can rise and overcome their confusion and their difficulties. We ask you, Divine Spirit, to continue to bless those people who have put the exhibit together, the Tides of Freedom that tell of our people. We know, Divine Spirit, that African people were already on this land. And we ask that we will never forget that. We ask that you will bless all of those people who are being called Native Americans who walk these lands. We want you, Divine Spirit, to help humanity to know and to accept that as Africans we are original people. And we pray that with this knowing that we can go forth and bring true education and in harmony, to bring harmony in our hearts and our minds, so that together we can move forward now and forever and forever.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna try that again. When I was in front of you all. Good morning. Good morning. Good to be seen and good to meet you all. I'm going to pour libation. I'm going to follow Nana Kalanta's lead and say what I need to say in English to invoke the spirit of our ancestors, to give them honor, knowledge, homage, respect. We have here our family ancestral staff that we use when we call the ancestors, the name of the ancestors, and we acknowledge the ancestors. This is representative of the life of our ancestors. And my son is holding the ancestral staff, so I want everybody to know what this is and why it's present. I will add to the offering, not according to my poured spirits, I will pour Omi Tutu, which is fresh water. We said water is life. All the great civilizations of the world always were set up by some river or some ocean. It was some waterway that allowed them to enhance not only their economics, but also to feed themselves. So I will pour water, and I will also make an offering of honey and molasses to the river itself. We offer honey in the name of the Orisha Oshun, whom we will respect next week at the Odunde Festival, I think for the 39th time. And we offer molasses to the spirit of the Orisha Yemaja, who we recognize as the deity of the river that you all know as Delaware. Ashe? Ashe. All right, very good. We pour fresh water, Omi Tutu. To freshen this day. Ashe. To freshen this place. Ashe. To freshen all of the Ori, the heads of everyone here. Ashe. To freshen the life of everyone that is here. Ashe. To freshen the life of the children to be born. Ashe. To freshen the graves of our ancestors. Ashe. To freshen the graves of those that died in unmarked graves. Ashe. We pray that no one here meets with premature death. Ashe. That no one here meets with sickness, loss. Let there be no overwhelming. Let there be no tragedy associated with this event. Ashe. We want to recognize the name of Philadelphia's great ancestors, those who made it possible for this day. We have a representative today. We say Iba to Baba James Fort. We say Iba to Richard Allen. Iba, Absalom Jones. Iba to the great African Octavius V. Cato. Iba to a more recent ancestor, but still a great man, Baba Dave Richardson. Iba to the former councilman of Philadelphia, Brother John Anderson. Give Iba to
Paul Robeson.
thank you very much. Paul Robeson, adopted son of Philadelphia. Any other names we can offer?
Baba Crowder.
Baba Crowder, recent ancestors. Dr. Edward Robinson. Baba Arthur Hall.
Redmond Battle.
Baba Redmond Battle. Say again? Robert John Henry Clark.
Marcus Garvey.
By the great Honorable Marcus Garvey.
Jacob Carruthers.
Osaji Folk. Dr. Kwame.
Ashe. Ashe.
Teresa Lumumba.
Ashe.
Steve Biko.
Ashe.
To all the children who died, Soweto children who died during the Soweto uprising.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Robert
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Margaret and George Howard.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
James Gregg.
Ashe.
Derek Bullock.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Barbara Adams.
Ashe. Cecil B. Moore.
Ashe. Hannibal
Ashe. Ashe.
Alice Coltrane.
Ashe. Ashe.
William Whipper.
Ashe.
Cecil B. Moore.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Raymond Hill.
Ashe. 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 Ashe.
Ruby James.
Ashe.
Margaret
Ashe.
Queen Hatchetship.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Queen Zenobia.
Ashe. We call on the names of all these great African women and men. We invoke their spirit today. For this is a desperate hour in our city. We have citizens shooting each other and killing each other. We have the police who are supposed to protect us, killing the citizens. Our schools are in chaos. Our children are in pain. And we need the wisdom. We need the knowledge. We need the understanding. We need the genius that these Africans brought to a much more perilous situation at a much more perilous time for us. We ask them to intercede in our affairs and to influence the minds of those who make the decisions in this city. That we might have better leadership, better guidance, and we might come to some resolutions that truly, truly benefit the people, in particular our young people, because they're in special pain right now. We need to do something about these schools. We ask the ancestors to make those who are in charge of the school situation find it in their hearts and in their minds to truly do right by the young people of this city of Philadelphia, for they are truly the future. Without them, we have no future. We ask that the violence not only stop, but that the cause of the violence truly be treated. We ask that the ancestors intercede in our affairs. There was a time when we looked at each other as brothers and sisters. Now we look at each other as enemies. We pray for stability in our homes. That the men and the women can get together and maintain household, maintain family. For family is truly the smallest unit of any nation. And the homes of America are in peril right now. So we ask that the ancestors intercede in our affairs and on our behalf, and that they carry this prayer to the Creator, that they hear our plea this day. Furthermore, I'd like to pray for this event. I'd like to pray for Sister Denise Valentine and all those who helped you to get to this point, and that this marker will become manifest. It's manifest in the spirit. We want to see it manifest in the physical. We claim that victory today. So we say Fuwani Ishegun. Everybody say Ishegun. 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 Ishegun means victory. We claim the victory. We claim the victory over obstacles. We claim the victory over difficulties. We claim the victory over haters. We claim the victory over anything and anyone that would stand in our way. Ishegun. 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 Ashe. To. Ibarish. She knows the blessing is there. Where am I? Get to work.
Ashe.
Try to do good on
Show me that stream, called the river Jordan. That's the old stream that I long to on the Delaware River, and this river flows through our history, through our past and our present. My great-grandfather, Frank Oakley, arrived on ships twice, once from Cuba and once from Jamaica as a merchant seaman, and worked on these docks in the sugar factories. There's another story of a young girl. The history books do not name her. They simply say that she was the daughter of an enslaved man. Now this enslaved man belonged to Thomas Norris of the Isaac Norris family. But when there was an earthquake in Jamaica in 1692, the Norris family abandoned their plantations there. But somehow, this man died trying to save his master. But left behind was a baby's basket. And in that baby's basket was a silver bowl and a tiny little baby. Though her father perished trying to save his master, that little girl, that little baby, came to Philadelphia in 1692 as property of the Norris family. Yes, the same Norris family that Norris Street in Philadelphia is named after. Just like Chew Avenue, named after Chew, is also named for a slave owner. A slave owner who just happened to be Chief Justice. Well, it turns out that this Chew family owned 400 enslaved Africans over 7 generations. Their family lived off the wealth that was generated by them well into the 19th century. So this river has brought many, many enslaved peoples, but also free peoples. And also this river served as a way for us to take back our freedom, like Jane Johnson, Henry Box Brown, our first president, Washington held 9 Africans enslaved in Philadelphia. Of the more than 300 that he had in Mount Vernon, Virginia, 9 of them were enslaved right here in America's first White House at 6th and Martin. Their names were Maud, Austin, Paris, Giles, Richmond, Christopher Shields, Joe, Oni Judge, and Hercules. Oni took her freedom and ran away to New Hampshire. Hercules too ran away. So this river represents not only our being captured and brought here in chains, but it also serves as a way for us to escape from that same bondage. As well, it is a reminder, it is a connection to our motherland, our motherlands, I should say. In the same way, we can use this place as a place to bring our families together, a place to remember our ancestors so that they never forget the beauty and the strength they come from. I have known rivers. I have known rivers. Ashe.
Took that barge, lift that bell, get a little drunk, and you'll land in jail.